I was thinking of starting every video off with okay. But yeah, I've just been on a ride, went and got some gas, just been kind of cruising. It's in the 60s today, so I'm in a sweatshirt. It feels amazing outside. It's so nice right now. So I'm gonna take a different way, a longer way than normal. However, I've been sitting there watching a bunch of other videos about everyone talking if you should get a leader bike, it shouldn't be your first beginner bike. And I think one of my notes I made was I wanted to discuss it, but the more and more I think about it, the more I don't care. And I don't think you should either. Like, yes, it's dangerous, but if you take the right precautions and do it smart and maybe work your way up, testing out friends' bikes, stuff like that, or even if you buy it and you get it dropped off at your house and you can play around with it, well, not play, but you could drive around with it on your own time. I mean, more power to you, but I think I'm just getting sick of watching those videos or seeing those videos. So don't expect me to do a beginner bike review or anything like that, because I don't care. So having that buzzkill out, I'm just driving around. Like, honestly, there's nothing really going on. There's a lot of people out. I was trying a new GPS app to see speed, like what my speed should be, and I found out that it's around 10 to 15 miles per hour off from the speedometer to what I'm really doing, or what the GPS says I'm doing. So that's actually good to know. So it makes me feel a little bit more confidence with my speed, so I can adjust when I'm going through and riding. So new development going up here. This has been a work in progress for a while. I remember, so this whole area, I grew up here. So before this road was here, we used to go mountain bike riding. Well, kind of mountain bike riding. I would take my BMX bike up in the mountains, and my parents would drive their 4x4. I think they had a Toyota at the time, and they would go up through here and drive around, and we would get a beautiful view of all of Spanish Springs on the other side. And that was a long time ago. That was like 27 years ago. And now this road's been here forever. They're gonna put a housing development. They have more housing development. This place is getting extremely big and quick, and it's kind of weird. So I think that's the big part of why I wanted to do like the ride and finds, mainly so I can get out and explore myself and find stuff that I was interested in. But also, we have a lot of new people in the area that if they're curious about something, they can take a look, see the video, go, hey, you know what, maybe we'll go check it out. I have a lot of ideas that I wanna go through and do. It's just financially, yeah, I shouldn't even be going on rides because I can barely afford gas right now. But I'm just nickel and diming everything to try to keep up and going and just have fun. I have noticed that I haven't taken any pictures of my bike and put them on Instagram, and I didn't even think about that until I was scrolling through Instagram and looking at pictures. I don't know, I've never really thought about taking pictures of my bike. It's just weird. I took pictures of it the day I got it, and like that was it. There was no other times that I took pictures. So if you're curious where we are, we're in my childhood right now. And you might be going, oh man, that sucks, I'm sorry. Nah, this is actually probably some of the greatest adventures I had as a kid, was coming through here. the biggest, I don't know if we're actually the biggest trailer park in the world or in the area anymore, but I mean, there's a lot of trailers, and I remember every one of them because they have not changed in like 30 years almost. So we used to do bike riding all through here, bicycles, BMX. We would find empty lots that didn't have any trailers on them, and we would turn them into our own personal BMX cracks. And up here is where I used to live as a little one. So I haven't been through here in a very long time, so we're gonna check it out. So back when, I think back when I was like 5, almost 5, we moved here, and we lived in a RV in the backyard of a relative's house for a while as my parents tried to find this. If you've watched the ghost story that I told, this is legit the trailer, and I want to say I believe it's going to be the same exact one. I'm hoping they haven't changed it, because it was, the wind would blow, everything would shake, rattle, roll, but it was so creepy. Yep, there's the door on the side. Yep. So that's where I grew up, in that little trailer over there. I want to go back and talk to the guy and just ask him just if anything weird or creepy's ever happened. But I don't want to like freak him out or I don't want to be annoying and be that person while he's just chilling. But yeah. And then this is the way I used to walk for school. So my elementary school is right over here. God, this is crazy. This is nuts. To think I haven't been over here in years. I think ever since I like became able to drive, I never came over here. Like all that housing, I remember when they first put all the housings in there. I remember I talked about I haven't took pictures. Maybe I'll stop at the school and take pictures, because this is where I went to school. That's the Panthers now? That's crazy. Yeah, none of the gates were here. This is nuts. This is so, it's so bizarre to see. I'm gonna actually stop in the shade. I'm gonna take a break. This is nuts. So I remember first grade, I came here and I did half a year here because I came from another school. But I specifically remember, like, you have to line up on the other side of the school. There was, the gates I don't think had fences, so like the gates were there, but they weren't there. So when you came to school, you got dropped off or you walked. And then what would happen was you'd walk to like the other side of the school, line up, play, do whatever. And I still remember this. New kids came up to me on my first year I was here, asking me where to go, and I made friends with them because one of them was in my class, and we like hung out here, went around. And I remember one of my friends, Nick, he threw a stink bomb in the line when we were all trying to get ready to go into class. For the morning, when the morning bell rang, he took a stink bomb and just chucked it where everyone was, and it was so bad. People were running everywhere like crazy. People were grabbing their nose. We never got in trouble for that, so we got away with it. That's funny. But I'm gonna take this off for just a little bit, go air my head out for a second, but I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Memories, good old memories. I just took some pictures, put them on Instagram. Man, it's weird to see how small this is, because when I was a kid, this was huge. Like this was all big. I was like, man, this is a big school. I can't believe it, because the schools I came from were smaller than this. So to actually see this school, and nowadays with like how high schools are, and they're 2 stories, which, I mean, we had a 2 stories, but they had, you know, the outdoor campus, like not campuses, but like trailers that you'd be in and all that stuff. Man, it's nuts. Actually, schools nowadays, you're on your Zoom class. Man, so we used to actually skate here. I'm glad this is still here. You can still kind of see that it's like waxed up. We dug holes all there and we waxed that all up when we were learning how to skate, and we would skate all that. And I remember we got kicked out. That's my shortcut. But we got kicked out because we did it when school was still in session, because we had a half day, and the kids were still there, and they actually kicked us off the property. It was kind of a bummer. And then down here, 2 of my best friends in the world growing up lived in both these houses. They've redid that one, but that one, oh no, it's these ones. Oh, they're still the same. Oh my goodness. Oh man, so 2 of my best friends in the world growing up lived there, right across from each other, and I lived on the other side. So we would always hang out, we would always go skating. Man, this is fun. I should do memory rides more often. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that ride through memory lane of going through good old Sun Valley. I still have more and more memories and more stuff farther in, but that right there was well worth the drive today. I am so glad I got off YouTube and moping in front of my computer to go out and remember some of the good times I had, some of my best friends, and all this craziness that we would get up to. It's stuff like that that makes riding for me so much fun. It's because I can sit here and like reminisce and have a good time and feel like free. Like there's really just me and my bike to ground, and I get to see beautiful scenery. I get to see other people out having a great time. All 3 of them waved to me with a bunch of really cool people. I was gonna curse. I'm trying not to. And I think the biker scene is going to get very big this year, from having so many people migrate over from California. So I think it's gonna explode. So I think any like festivals or anything we have going on is just gonna double from what it was last year. And especially with having COVID, where people weren't going out or weren't doing anything, I think a lot more people are going to be out and about. Well guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna keep recording, keep riding, but today was more like a get out of depression day. It hits me really hard sometimes, well, a lot of the times. So I'm glad I was able to get out, go take some pictures, get some just get some good feelers going on, and I'm glad you guys were able to join me on this ride. But yeah, I'm gonna continue going. I hope you guys do like this. I hope it comes out great. Yeah, until next time guys, just remember, be safe out there, have fun. Also, wave to everyone. That's what I want to say. I want to see you wave to everyone. Not unless you're gonna get hurt, but you know, wave, give a head nod too. But until next time guys, peace.